This would be a 10-minute presentation about the educational merits of video games. When you hear the word video games, most parents think of their kids in front of the TV for hours at a time, pressing buttons and wasting a day indoors when they could be outdoors enjoying themselves. They also think of obesity in kids and the reason why kids are not getting enough activity. They may be that parent that think that video games are the reason for all the violence that kids express while in school and in the community, or the reason why kids are bringing guns to school and are killing people with no respect for the law. Though this may be true in some circumstances, this presentation will discuss the educational merits of video games and try to convince all of the anti-video gamers how video games can be educational not only to kids but to adults as well. This presentation will also explain how video games can assist with many other aspects of lives of kids and adults. Families that embrace playing video games as part of their everyday lives are likely to find themselves enjoying a greater sense of cohesion and communication than families that still view video games as an idle, meaningless way of time management. As a result, there are many families that are putting away the cards and dice and turning to those high-tech alternatives for modern family game nights. Families are moving, thinking, cooperating, helping, learning, emphasizing, growing, and seeing the world from other perspectives. From the time that we were kids, we were given blocks with numbers and letters on them to help assist with learning progression. Parents thought that this early learning was giving their kids a head start on life by teaching them to recognize letters and numbers. These parents would never thought that video games can teach higher order thinking skills such as strategic thinking, interpretive analysis, problem solving, plan formulation, execution, and adaptation to rapid change. Video games provide kids and adults with a new way of teaching. Almost all children have access to video games, whether it be at home or a PC video games at school. There are different educational institutions that use video games as teaching tools. This type of approach has many benefits proven to work when teaching children to improve their academic skills. There are many video games that were made just to develop their cognitive and creative thinking skills. Research has shown, dating back from the 1980s, that playing computer games produce an increase in reaction time, improve hand and eye coordination, and raises players' self-esteem. Video games equip children with the state-of-art technology. This may help overcome technophobia, which most adults suffer from. This is the lack of knowledge when it comes to new technology. Over time, it may also help the gender imbalance in IT use, as males tend to be more avid IT users than females. Video games can also assist children in setting goals, providing feedback, reinforcement, and maintaining records of behavior change. Everyone in their lives have played a game of Super Mario Brothers, Pac-Man, or even a game of Angry Birds. Or maybe you just are an everyday player of the new and addictive Candy Crush saga? If so, you had to figure out and strategize how to save the princess in Super Mario Bros., or how to strategize a way to clear the board without running into a ghost in Pac-Man, or maybe how to clear that last cherry in 2 moves playing Candy Crush Saga. If so, it took a lot of planning and strategizing to complete this goal. This type of goal takes careful planning and strategizing to accomplish and can be a great educational tool for youth. There are many other skills and tools that video games can contribute to concerning the education of youth. Video games can also build confidence. They can give kids a sense of achievement, based simply on the basic principles involved in what makes a good game. Through puzzles, exploration, and discovery, players learn to succeed in ways that some researchers say our brains actually prefer. Players are free to explore, utilize, and achieve success with this new skill, growing in self-confidence while social skills are being learned. Video games provide an interest among children and allow talking and playing together so much easier. There are video games that specifically designed for a learning child. These games promote basic math skills as children learn to interact with the score counter on video games. Games such as Mario Party forces kids to read before they can actually play the game. This can increase the basic reading skills of kids while having fun. Other type of reading may include video games character dialogue, which printed on the screen and must be read in order to play. Video games also allow participation in experience, novelty, curiosity, and challenge. This may also stimulate learning. Although people may think that playing video games is a waste of time, actually it can be more than just a form of addictive entertainment and diversion activity. On the other hand, there are ways to prove that this is a beneficial activity. It can improve hand and eye coordination. Experts agree that people who play video games and computers games have better hand and eye coordination. Players have to move at fast pace, which can apply in other activities that require these skills. Video games also assist kids with their imagination. In the world of computer games, the possibilities are endless. Video games are full of adventures and levels that forces your mind to think in a new way, in a different way. You'll be amazed to know how far the imagination of children can go while being involved in these video games. There are that group of concerned parents that think that video games can cause children to become violent and commit crimes. They make kids think that being disrespectful and shooting people can give you a high score in life. However, this is not all true. There are several issues in the environment that can contribute to this behavior, but video games is only a small part of that issue. I agree a rewarded player for stealing a car, robbing, killing innocent people is wrong, but there's a difference between video games and reality. How many of us has learned a skill or task by playing video games? I learned how to drive a car as a kid by playing pole position, and also learned how to keep score while playing tennis, all while playing video games. Some games are meant to educate and teach skills such as Minecraft, which teach kids as well as adults to build construction out of texture block cubes. Or World of Warcraft, which can help gamers learn and delegate responsibilities, promote teamwork, and steer groups of people towards a common goal. Not not all video games are geared toward kids. Some games such as Call of Duty, poker, golf, and other games can be used as educational tools. There are many poker players that learn to play poker while playing video games, or maybe the army recruit that wanted to know how it feels to be in a real battle, or that pilot who learned how to fly through a flight simulator on an Xbox. With the increased requirements in school placing demands on children and parents, it may be time to start thinking about how video games can be used as teaching tools. The learning component of gaming can be optimized with parents' involvement. Once parents learn that video games can be helpful, it will help make it fun and educational for the whole family.